Let's look at the creamy corn soup recipe. 2 green onions chopped, 2 garlic cloves chopped, 1/2 cup of celery diced, 2 tablespoons of water, 2 cups of water, 3 tablespoons of McKay's chicken-style seasoning, 1½ cups of potatoes peeled and cubed small, and 2 cups of frozen corn. 1 cup of coconut milk canned, 2 tablespoons of chopped cilantro, or 1/2 teaspoon of dried basil, and salt to taste. That sounds so good.
Do you like cilantro?
I love cilantro.
I do. When I make this recipe, I make it with cilantro.
Oh,
but we're going to make it with basil today.
Okay, I love
Okay.
basil too.
Okay.
I love like different herbs and seasonings. I just love that. So
Add so much.
cilantro, basil, I'm good.
Okay, we're going to do the basil.
Okay, good.
So let's go ahead and start with turning on our flame here.
Could I have an apron too?
Yes,
I think that would be
course.
a good idea.
I'd love to put an apron on you. One of our
Thank
simply
you.
vegan and wellness aprons.
Yay.
Put this around you.
Thank
there
you.
we go.
Oh, that's great. I'll just tie it up. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to start with water sauteing some of our vegetables. So we've got just a little bit of water, 2 tablespoons.
So no oil.
We're not using oil on this. Now our coconut milk has some natural fat in there, so it's
right.
not a fat-free dish.
Right.
So we've got green onions. If you don't have green onions and you want to make this, you could use red onions. You could use regular white cooking onions. That's fine. We have our garlic, our minced garlic, which always, yes.
Always. I love garlic.
Add so much, and our celery.
Celery always makes a soup taste better.
It
Just enhances the flavor, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And you know, celery is good for hypertension.
I didn't know that.
Yes, 3 stalks of celery a day is supposed to be very helpful. Now, I'm not, don't think I'm saying stop your meds and just do celery. No. But I'm saying that 3 stalks of celery can help to control your blood pressure.
That is really good to know. And you know, it wouldn't be that difficult to incorporate 3 stalks of celery into a day. You could add it in your salads. You could chop it up and put it in your sandwich spreads and just eat it.
Just eat it.
Just eat it.
It makes everything taste better to me.
It really does. It really does. So we would saute this for just a few minutes.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and add 2 cups of water.
Nice.
And this is
getting that smell.
Yes, that just makes the whole house
it.
smell wonderful. Then we have our chicken-style seasoning. Now, if you do not have chicken-style seasoning, there are a wide variety of vegetarian broth mixes at most grocery stores. So you would just want to use 2 cups of broth. Just make it according to whatever type of chicken-style broth powder or whatever you have.
Okay.
So about 2 cups of that.
Good.
Today we happen to be using that brand. And then you would adjust the salt to taste because they do vary somewhat in the salt.
Right.
Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some cubed potatoes. These are peeled. Now, if you need to do potatoes ahead of time, if you're going to come home and you want to get this on quickly and you have time in the morning to do your potatoes, just go ahead and cube them and just soak them in water in the refrigerator. When you come home, you can put them in a colander like this, and you can just go ahead and add them right to your...
They won't turn brown?
They won't turn brown. Just let them soak in the water in the fridge. So that will be just perfect.
Nice.
And then we would bring this to a simmer. You know, potatoes are comfort food. Oh, soup is too. So you put the potatoes and the soup together.
Yes.
It's just a winter comfort food. I don't care if it's summer. Summer comfort food.
I can take potatoes any way you give them to me. Baked, roasted, fried, which you're not supposed to do, boiled. I just love potatoes. But I try not to do too many potatoes because, but in a soup, they're so good. And they are comfort food.
They are comfort food.
And they're high in potassium if you have the skin on.
That's true.
Yes.
That is true. Now, sometimes people are afraid of potatoes, but a 5-ounce potato has 120 calories. Okay. Now, if you take that 5-ounce potato and you turn it into potato chips, you now have 750 calories. So from 120 to 750 calories.
Right.
So you
Big
know it's not the
difference.
potato, it's frying them in that fat. So you
It's
really don't really
right.
have to be too afraid of a potato. The potato won't make you fat, it's the butter and sour cream or whatever
It's what
else
you put on
is
it,
what you
right?
put on it. So you can enjoy that comfort food of potatoes. So we let that come to a little bit of a simmer. And then after that simmers, we're going to add our corn. This is frozen corn. Okay. And then today we're using basil, so we're just putting in some dried basil. We're going to stir
Great.
that in there.
Great.
When your potatoes are cooked, you would just go ahead and add coconut milk. Now this is in the can. This is not the type that you use for cereal. You can see this is a little bit richer.
Very thick.
Very thick. So you use this instead of the cereal coconut milk. And then I'm not going to add the salt now, but the salt you would add at the end as you adjust the flavor to what you and your family really like. And we do have a bowl of this ready to show.
Lovely.
Okay.
Look at that. Oh,
So we've got it here with the potatoes in there
looks delicious.
and the corn, and it's very, some people would call that chowder.
Yes.
I'm from New England, we would call that a corn
I am
chowder.
too. Yes, a corn chowder.
A corn chowder, and if you wanted to make it clam style, you could add 1/4 cup of nori sheet crumbled up into that. And if you want some little chunks, you could put some dried TVP and let it cook in the soup.
Wow.
Make it
Wonderful.
imitation clam chowder.
That sounds
Okay.
great.
And that's our creamy corn soup.
Looks great.
If you are interested in inviting Leslie Keza to your church for a cooking seminar or to help your community to attain a healthier lifestyle, you can contact her at 4204 Jackson Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee 38128. That's 4204 Jackson Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee 38128. You can call her at 731-798-1106. That's 731-798-1106. Or you can email her at leslie.caza@gmail.com.
Book.
I do.
Tell us about the cookbook.
The cookbook has about 160 recipes in it. 130 of them are gluten-free for those who need that. And we didn't plan it that way. That's just the way it worked out. So they're yummy, and many of them are gluten-free, and there's a big variety from breakfast to desserts.
Oh, that's so good. If you're transitioning and you want to know how to cook some really good vegan meals, get her cookbook and just practice. Make it make your kitchen your laboratory.
There
right?
we go.